digging, I've started myself a nice little hole. Giving, the more I learn, the less I know. Doubt, just let me go to the unknown. I'm drifting away. Do you ever want to be on your own?
Good morning. We're off to Patmos today before the next big blow comes, which is in a couple of days' time. We're just going to work our way across to the east. It's not often you see the Aegean Sea like this. In fact, this is the first time we've seen it like this. Not that we've spent a lot of time in the Aegean just yet, but this is the flattest we've ever seen it.
Just let me go to the unknown. I'm drifting away. Do you ever want to be on your own?
And it's a dolphin day as well. Here they come. Stunning out here. A complete contrast to the other day when we were out here, like being blown off our boat just about. Good morning. All aboard. Only these two birds seem to be following this dolphin pod, probably trying to pick up any bits of fish that the dolphins find.
Just let me go to the unknown. I'm drifting away. Do you ever want to be on your own? Drifting away.
While I've been inside doing some movie editing, Mick's fallen asleep at the wheel. It's a long day today and we're going pretty slowly because we've got wind on our nose, so we're just motoring. And yeah, I think his eyes might have got a bit heavy. You having a snooze at the wheel? Do you want me to take over on the watch? Alright, coming up. Reporting for duty. You gonna go and have a snooze?
I'll go lay down here.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Good night.
The engine's due for change in the next hour.
Okay, thanks. I'm on it.
Hey guys, today we're cruising down the Greek coast on our starboard side and the Turkish coast on our port side. We've been out here now for 2 years and this is the only spot that we've come across that's actually got a line in the waterway, and it's called the International Maritime Boundary. And earlier today we heard a radio call on channel 16 reminding a boat that they were in Turkish waters. This international maritime boundary is patrolled quite heavily, and in fact we're coming up on one of the corners right now. This boat over here is Turkish. He's patrolling Turkish waters. We're just sitting inside Greek waters. The relations between Greece and Turkey aren't flashed, but it's a beautiful day out here. That's Turkey over there that you can see, except for that little island. That's a Greek island. Back this way is Greece, and we're heading down here to Kos. Marita's just checking out our Turkish friend. There's only probably maybe half a nautical mile separating us and him. That call that we heard on 16 earlier.
Did you mention that?
Yeah.
It is a bit weird though.
It's a bit strange, yeah.
Just let me go to the unknown. I'm drifting away. Do you ever want to be on?
Your illegal act has been recorded.
You are violating Turkish waters. Your illegal act has been recorded.
Ah.
Not far from here.
Somewhere right near here, the Turkish Navy's just contacted a Greek ship and told them that they're in Turkish waters and that they've violated the border and that their violation has been recorded. Quite strict about their water borders around here. And the Greek ship didn't even answer, actually. It's probably all part of their game. We're on the island of Nisyros in the Dodecanese part of Greece. We're en route to Turkey. We're very close, we can see Turkey. That's it right there. But in the meantime, we've got a volcano to check out. It's not actually active at the moment and hasn't been for a long time, but you can still hear the gurgling and smell the sulphur and everything going on deep within the earth. So we're going to check it out, and in the meantime, we're just walking along the south coast at the moment. It's a sculpture, absolutely beautiful.
So we've just pulled into port, or town key, hired a car for our trek to the volcano, and the lady we hired the car off told us about this little beach. Drive to the bottom of the island, park the car, walk for 10 minutes, and so far the walk has been sensational. This is the rock face that we're, well, you couldn't call it a rock face, really.
It's really soft.
Look at that, that's just soil. That's where we've come from.
And it's a fair way down to the bottom.
This is our little beach. We're happy to share the beach with 1, 2, 3, 4 other people for this afternoon. It's very, very hot here at the moment in the town quay. Road tripping. Off to see the volcano on Nisyros. Should be a good day.
A little bit about this volcano on Nisyros. The last time it erupted was 15,000 years ago, apparently, and there's a series of craters up the top that you can walk right into. Apparently it's a bit like a moonscape. The largest crater up here is Stephanos crater. It's 300 meters in diameter. So we're going to go and check that out.
Let's hope it doesn't pick today to erupt. Last time it erupted, how many cubic meters of ash did it spew out?
20 billion cubic meters of pumice stone and ash.
That's a lot, folks.
Yeah. Don't know how they know that, but
yeah. Someone measured it.
Yeah. We're going. Yeah, we're going left. Yeah. The road is pretty windy and it climbs very quickly. Wow, look at that. That might be part of it, darling. I think.
I smell the sulphur. I can smell the ants.
Rotten egg gas.
This must be it.
Stinky. It must be here. How's your Greek coming along?
Really good, but I can't read a single word of that.
No.
I can say Calimera.
Yeah. It's just all about the pictures, really, isn't it?
Pretty, yeah.
Oh, let's go and see the real thing. What have you found?
Same poster in English. That helps.
Yay! Ah, that's better.
Well, I wasn't sure whether it was going to be worth the trip out here, but that is pretty specky, that is.
God,
that's amazing.
Look at that.
Yeah. Oh. Gee, it's a massive crater, isn't it?
So this is Stephanos crater. And yeah, it's actually nice to see the inside of a volcano when there's not lava pouring out of it. That's incredible. It's a real moonscape, isn't it?
It's actually quite pretty.
This yellow is the sulphur crystals, and when you get close to it, it stinks. Poor. That is rank. I'm getting out of here. How's the weather down there?
It's hot. I won't be here long.
Apparently it's about 45 degrees down here most of the time. this area here is fenced off because the mud's a bit soft.
Don't you love the Greek safety precautions?
And look at
Good
this little one
safety.
here. What's going on there?
Oh, they don't want you to tread on that, Mick. You can hear the ground bubbling under here. Actually, what we can hear is the sound of the gas escaping. The carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide and methane and whatever the cocktail of gases are here. Oh gosh, I just found this little sulfur crystal formation. I put my hand in front of it and the gas that's coming out of there is really hot. You can't leave your fingers in front of that for very long at all. Yeah, oh yeah, it's hot. It could burn you. Put your hand in front of that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, not too long. It's like the steam coming out of a kettle, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that's warm. Let's get out of here before she blows.
It feels like it's going to blow. It's quite freaky walking on this because you can really hear the gas escaping. It feels very soft and crumbly. I'm getting off.
I want something else to get me through this life, baby. I want.
We're in the little mountain village of Nikia, overlooking the volcano crater. The town is just delightful and clean, isn't it?
Gorgeous.
Hi, Puss. Sorry to disturb you.
We're walking around.
Don't mind us. There's a view of the volcano crater around every corner in this little town. It's really dramatic scenery. Go and find somewhere for a coffee. This cat's been cutting this fish around and around the block and this other cat's trying to get it. He can't find anywhere to eat it in peace. Oh yeah, got it sorted now.
Where are we off to today, Dale?
We're going to Symi. From Symi, we're actually going to check out of Greece and head across to Turkey, get out of the Schengen for a little while.
Wait for the arrival of another lot of guests and then pop back into Greece. Stay a couple of days in Symi, check out of there and then pop across to Turkey.
Should be really nice sailing conditions today. We're hoping to have a tailwind, which we haven't had for a little while, have we?
No, we'll definitely have a tailwind. It's at 120 at the moment, and when we turn this corner just up here, we should get it even a little bit wider than that. So it could be a parasailer day.
Yeah, bring that on. Minutes into this trip. We only got light winds, but we have decided to go out with a parasailer. So we're just getting us all set up at the moment.
It's an early call.
It is. Our biggest fear is that the wind might get a bit strong this afternoon, but it's beautiful at the moment. So we'll give her a whirl. And it can't be worse than the other day when you nearly lost your fingers pulling it down.
Right.
You still got them.
Exhibit A.
The gloves. Yeah.
Straight through my gloves, straight into my fingers. We've said it before, but we probably should pull our parasailer down before the wind gets to that strength.
We might try that today.
Yeah, the wind is supposed to be picking up this afternoon, so we've got 10 knots at the moment, nice light breeze. We're on this course for 31 mile, and as the wind picks up, we'll just gain speed. It's just making the right call is when we pull the bloody thing down, so that doesn't happen.
That's a beautiful breeze. I know.
Let's get some sheets and guys tied on.
I don't know how I got here, but it don't even matter. I'm lost out in the darkness with lights and sounds and lasers. Somewhere in the distance, I hear a whisper. I can feel it calling me, and just like an echo, telling me to let go, coming from a voice that I can't see.
Well, there's been a change of plan already. We just got away from the island of Nisyros and the wind's come around a bit. It's too far on our beam now to fly the parasailer. It's at about 100 degrees. Probably not enough to fly the parasailer in case it comes around anymore. So what we're gonna do is can this idea and go to the Jenica. I think that'll work better for us today.
Up on the halyard.
We're on our way from Nisyros to Symi, so we can check out of Greece and into Turkey, but going in a direct line from one island to the other, we actually have to cross out of Greek waters and into Turkish waters without actually checking into Turkey. So we've pulled down our Greek flag, we've raised our Turkish flag, but we actually haven't checked into Turkey. We have a Coast Guard on our port side now who is pretty much making a beeline towards us. Turkey's just on our port side and he is approaching us at an angle. And it does look like he's going to cross our line or pull up and ask us a few questions.
Yeah.
You're saying goodbye.
So, do you want to just fill everyone in on that?
Well, we actually thought it was Turkish Coast Guard coming over to take our registration details and everything, and he literally crossed our stern by what, 20-30 metres?
Oh, I reckon that's generous. It felt like 10.
And they both came out, gave us a good Turkish wave, but
Yeah.
my goodness, for a big boat.
Here's where we cross paths. You can probably see our wake and his wake. We literally crisscrossed each other. He's going that way, basically south, and we're going east. And we actually thought he
missed us by, well, look, it wouldn't have been any more than 30 metres for sure. But he's not Coast Guard, so that's a good thing. We've just crossed from Greek waters to Turkish waters, and they don't appreciate you coming into their water without flying their flag. We're flying their flag, so we haven't done anything wrong as far as we know. You read on forums a whole lot of different stuff, but as far as we're concerned, we've done the right thing, and we'll be out of Turkish waters, back in Greek waters soon, into Symi. We'll check out of Symi, and then we'll check into Turkey when we're good and ready. But that was close.
that was just weird.
Yeah.
It was like, no, nobody wants to give way. But the reason we didn't give way was because we actually thought that he was coming over to talk to us. So we thought, well, let's just maintain our course. And he just maintained his course as well, and hence we missed each other by about 20 metres.
Yeah, I thought he was coming over to take our details, and because we've actually got our AIS switched off at the moment.
No, not us.
That's not him.
That's mainland Turkey there, so you can see how close we are. Symi's out here in the deep blue off to our starboard side. So if you have a look on the map.
This is us, this is him, and we were very, very close.
Yeah.
So this is mainland Turkey, and this is Symi. The Turkish waters come out here, around here, and back in. If I go in a bit, this line here is the maritime international boundary. Down here, around here, and it cuts back in here to mainland. So we crossed into the Turkish waters here, and we're going to exit Turkish waters here.
Somewhere in the distance, I hear a whisper. I can feel it calling me, calling me, calling me. It's like an echo, telling me to let go. Coming from a voice that I can't see. To all my party people round the globe. Oh, 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 oh. This is the sound of the music taking hold. Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Got a speedboat coming up on our rear too.
Okay.
Can you
What's that depth, huh?
119.
feel it? You want my body, people round the globe. Yeah, can you feel
I reckon we can afford to come up on our chain a little bit,
Okay.
and hopefully it doesn't pull us too far forward.
We've just parked at Symi. It's a beautiful place. I'm just going to pull up on our anchor chain a little bit so that when the ferries come and go, we don't move, hopefully. God, this place is just stunning.
Can you feel it?
So here we are in Symi. We've anchored off. What do they call that?
Med Maud.
I've only been doing this for 2 years and I just had a brain freeze. So we're
Anything to do with that beer that's in your hand?
We've just met Maud here in Symi, and Marita has just said, and I think I agree with her, that this has got to be one of the prettiest Greek towns we've been to. We've just cracked the top of our first beer, and look at the size of this big tour that's just come in. There's quite a few cruises that actually don't come into the harbour of Symi, and I don't know whether it's the cross breeze and the chance of crossed anchors.
There's more than a slight cross breeze.
Yeah, there is. You have to actually crab into your park, but you know, it's very doable.
Yeah, you did a
But
brilliant job.
For the first night, they're charging us €22, which in my book is pretty good. And then each night after is €7. €7 a night to park here.
In what we think is one of the prettiest harbours we've seen in Greece.
I'm happy to pay €7 for a park like this.
This is beautiful.
That's pretty bloody good. This is our first night in Symi, just across the way from Turkey. This is our last stop before we exit Greece and jump on over to Turkey for the best part of summer, because we'll be out of the Schengen zone over there. We got a Rockstar Park right on the strip, as per usual for Let's Dance. She likes getting in and amongst the locals.
Can you feel it?
You may have heard us talk about med mooring and the possibility of getting your anchors hooked on other people's chains or anchor. This guy over here has managed to hook 2 people on his way out, and he's just standing there looking at it. He doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot. This could be messy. He's well and truly stuck. Not only has he pulled up someone else's chain, he's just pulled someone's anchor out. So whoever belongs to that anchor is now drifting free. Not pretty.
I tried to be cute, but you're so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks, and now I'm trying to get back. Before the cool done run out, I'll be giving it my bestest, and nothing's gonna stop me with divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win some or learn some.
Well, that's Symi, our last stop in Greece for the moment at least, and we're off to Turkey. This place has been beautiful. It is so colourful, it's unbelievable. I've got to get back to work and put the ropes and fenders away, and then we'll work out what sails we need for our short trip across to Turkey today. See you later.
I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours.
Here we are in Turkey, but we have a problem. We left Greece this morning,
We haven't come far.
12 miles just over there, and we were going to get our e-visa for Turkey whilst we're in Symi, and we decided to do that about 2 weeks ago, but we didn't do it.
We forgot. And Michael actually realised about a mile out there, he said to me, shit, we forgot to get our visas for Turkey. So we were already in Turkish waters, and we've also cleared out of Greece, so
Yeah,
it's been hard to go back.
Handed our paperwork in for Greece. We're out here at anchor. We're not flying our Q flag because we don't want to draw too much attention to ourselves, and we're about to get in the tender and go in and see if we can get an e-visa for Turkey whilst we're in Turkey. Because we need to check in ASAP. We've got a name of an agent in town that we're going to use, but the first thing he's going to ask us for is our passports, followed by our e-visa, and we haven't got that. So
We might go and find some good Wi-Fi and see if we can quickly log on and get an e-visa.
let's hope that that happens straight away, and we can go from there to our agent and check in. I'm a little bit nervous now that we're here in Turkey.
Yeah. If it was Montenegro or Croatia, we'd be in a world of pain right now, because if you rock up there and you haven't got your paperwork in order, they nab you and they fine you. Yeah, we're hoping we can get away with this in Turkey, and we just hope that they really process their e-visas quickly. We're going to go over there, blend in with the crowd,
Sneak into Turkey, do lunch, get an e-visa.
and then we'll arrive officially.
Wish us luck.
Yeah. Oh,
Bye.
okay.
It cannot wait. I'm yours.
This whole not getting our e-visa for Turkey is crazy. It might sound ridiculous to everyone watching this, but we've just become blasé about going from country to country and just rocking up. You just forget about it. We knew we had to get a visa to come to Turkey, but we left Greece and got here and just thought, oh, that's right, we forgot to get our visa. We need to get better at that, because otherwise we'll get in trouble.
We're good at keeping our boat documents and paperwork in order.
Yeah.
We're just not so good about ourselves.
Well, open up your mind and see like me. Open up your plans and damn, you're free. Look into your heart and you'll find love, love, love. Listen to the music of the moment.
Here comes our agent that's checking us into Turkey after our little issue. Should be all good now though. Yep, we're in Turkey. Time for a swim.
The dawn is breaking.
Busy morning here in Bosboran. We went in and got our blue card, which is for our disposal of waste here. They've got quite strict environmental laws here that are different to most other countries that we've cruised in so far. So we've got that all sorted out. That's thunder. There's a storm coming. We've been to the fresh food market and got some incredible produce. Really happy with what we've got, and we're actually pleased that we've just gotten back to the boat in time. This big storm's looming over the mountain here. We hope we get a bit of action from that, because our boat's a bit dirty and salty. Oh, Oh, let me show you what we got. These mushrooms,
How much?
these were the equivalent of €2 a kilo. They're long rumbles, aren't they? Yeah, so back to the mushrooms. Look at these. They smell incredible. We're having mushroom risotto tonight. Oh, and we stocked the naughty cupboard. We got these nuts. They're really fresh and beautiful. They've been grown just around the corner from where we're anchored. And Turkish Delight. This one that's covered in these nuts is a fig Turkish Delight. And this one is a pomegranate Turkish Delight. And they're beautiful because we tasted them. There's some power in that. That is such a beautiful atmosphere with that call to prayer going in the background and the thunder and the storm brewing. It's just gorgeous. Really feels wonderful.
There's something very peaceful about that.
And I